It's such an easy game.
And he shoots and he scores. Come on.
Let's go.
Us Aussies are pretty good when it comes to rubbish, right? Well, some experts reckon we could do better when it comes to putting stuff in the right bins. Around the country, people generate a huge amount of waste. In fact, between 2016 and 17, we threw away 67 million tonnes of it. That's 2.7 tonnes per person per year, which is like the weight of an African forest elephant or a blue whale's tongue. Huh, who knew? The good news is a lot of that gets recycled or composted. But recently, a South Australian waste collection company did a bin audit and found that quite a lot of our waste is getting wasted. So Rob, what is a bin audit?
So we had researchers sift through over 2,000 bins to understand exactly what people are throwing away.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a very good job.
It's not great.
Rob says the results of the audit were a bit disappointing, really. They found that more than half of the stuff thrown in the waste bin was actually compostable or recyclable.
So that's a huge missed opportunity that we have as a society.
Rob says that stuff is going to landfill, which is a problem for a few reasons. See, landfill sites are basically big holes in the ground, where rubbish gets dumped and buried with layers of soil. Once an area is filled in, it's covered up, and a new site has to be dug. That's a big waste of space. And there's another problem.
Ultimately, when any organic, so food, kitchen scraps, ends up in landfill, it creates methane.
Methane's a greenhouse gas, which traps heat in the atmosphere. And around the world, about 10% of global methane emissions are caused by organics in landfill. The most up-to-date stats show more than 6.7 million tonnes of organic waste being sent to landfills around the country in a year. And Rob says that seems to include a lot of good food.
We found that over 75% of the food was edible when it's being thrown away.
What a waste of food. As for recycling, Rob says most people are doing a pretty good job, although sometimes the wrong things end up in here. All right, so this is my bin. Should we do our own bin audit?
Let's do it. Rigid plastic, straight in the yellow recycling bin.
So this one, food scraps, know where that one goes.
Perfect. So even things like tea bags can go into the organics recycling as well. One of the interesting ones, pizza boxes. So whilst it's a cardboard, you can see it's quite dirty on the inside here. That, instead of throwing it into landfill, really valuable compost. So it can go in the organics bin.
Right, I didn't know that. So what about these ones, Rob?
Tissues and napkins, they can be recycled into compost. So let's pop them in the organics bin.
All right, so how did my bin look?
Like most Australians, you've got a little bit of work to do, but you got there today. I think you've learnt lots. It's all about getting the right things in the right bins.
So there you go. There's a lesson in my bin for all of us. And if we all pay a little bit more attention to what we put in which bin, we can give our waste its best chance of not being wasted.